We want to create an environment where we focus on people care, that where we treat people with honor, dignity, and respect. And we feel like if we treat each other that way, and we feel that we have a culture where people enjoy to be at, it's infectious, and it just rubs off onto our guests as well. We've been able to demonstrate to our team that we are serious about your feedback. You are part of this team. You have a voice, and I think some of the feedback that we've collected over the last year, we've been able to act on. I think people do feel appreciated that I had an opportunity to voice my opinion, my feedback, and the leadership team acted on that. And I just think that with that, there's a level of trust that's instilled, and I think over time that allowed some of the team members not just to rely on the survey. They've actually opened up and came and sought us out and said, I'd like to talk to you about this, or I'd like to talk to you about that. So, first there was an opportunity for them to use the survey, but I think over time we demonstrated that we do care and we do listen, and we want to make this a great place to be at. And so I think it's fostered a better relationship with the leadership team amongst ourselves, and also with our team. So I think the tool itself, and I think that's why we're a big believer on using this and stuff. It just continues to help foster that culture that we're looking for.
Ever since, at least when I've been doing with the surveys, I've noticed more people coming up to either like me or like some of our other leaders, and they don't feel as like shy or like hesitant to share either their opinions or like what they think might like work a little bit better, whether it's like with our drive-through or with our front counter or anything like that. They're more willing to talk now that they've been able to like say it through the surveys, and not like they didn't at first have to come directly towards us, but now they're more comfortable to go do that.
Yeah, just give them an additional revenue that they can use, to voice their opinions. And especially with the last one we did just last month with the trainers, we got some really nice feedback about, the time that they spend, what would they think that was value to them and what they think that it can improve. So now we're going to come up with an action plan, and then this is how we'll go forward with our next training meeting. So that way people can feel that, okay, wow, I spoke up and then now you're listening to me. So, I think that they try to be more engaged, for what they do and stuff. Especially like when you say, compared to SurveyMonkey and stuff, those just give you back the result, what people write and what you see. With Mandy, they actually gave you a general thought that is kind of process everybody's information into one picture, and then I think that picture should be a lot more clear than just for individual trying to figure out what this person really trying to say. And when you send out a survey for the whole restaurant with the front and the back, you got these numerous different answers, but with the AI it actually help you to combine all the information, give you a general consensus. This is what the group are telling you, instead of trying to read through everybody's individual replies and trying to come out with a solution to it. So yeah, the time's definitely a lot faster to try to come out with an action plan instead of just taking weeks just to go through everybody's individual answers.
As you were saying, it helps more so like, let's say we get like a bunch of responses from like, if we send out to like our whole team, for example, it's a lot easier to read through that and kind of get ideas from that and piggyback off of it, rather than having to like read through every single response and then just be like, okay, these are like similar ideas of saying now we have to go to this. It eliminates like the amount of time we have not spent on it, but like the amount of time it takes for us to kind of figure out what to do next, rather than taking like, let's say, weeks or whatever to figure that out and then put that into action.
And the angle I look at it is you can pour through the raw data, and you can quickly develop opinions, and you may lose sight of the big picture, and where I think the report provides a balanced view, and you're not getting hung up on maybe a statement here or a statement there. Before you know it, you taint the whole survey. And I'll just speak on my behalf. I get critical sometimes, you forget the good sometimes, and you go after the improvement areas, and you don't have that balanced view sometimes. I think the survey probably saves us, in terms of time, probably about 75%, I would think, because like Abby is saying, you're going to have to go from person to person. You're not going to catch everybody, and you're wasting your time trying to catch up with them, whether they show up for work or not. And, you can do a group session, but maybe that's not effective. So this gives everybody the ability to say what's on their mind on their own time, and they could do it within the week. And I think we've been more effective with that. And I think as we continue to do these things, I think people are becoming more open. So chasing people won't be as hard anymore, and people will be looking forward to sharing what they see, because what I see and what Abby sees isn't what they live and see. So we just got to have that culture where people feel comfortable with sharing. But yeah, I would say probably saves 75% of your time if you had to do this by hand.
I've noticed, especially with the recent survey, it's helped with our training more, just because, especially like hearing from the trainers' perspective, like new trainers or like the trainers we've had for a while, it kind of helped us see like, okay, this area we're doing great in, but then this other area we should focus on now because that's kind of been neglected, or we didn't even see it as like an issue. So I think with especially the recent survey and the training meeting, going back to back, it helped us realize a lot more, because now I've seen improvements in training based off of what was said during that one survey that I did. So I definitely think it has helped a lot, specifically in that area.
Where this tool helped us as well is to recognize some of the leadership challenges that we had, so-called favoritism. I don't know if you remember, there were some comments about favoritism. I think there were some comments about our leadership development process that we had in place. So that really kind of helped us kind of fine-tune some of our leadership attributes and what we were measuring against, and it kind of brought attention to where some of the problem areas that might have been exempt or that continued. So now we have a leadership development process in place, and a lot of that was really kind of highlighting what we thought was true, what was needed, but some of the results coming back was truly, in fact, it confirmed our thoughts. Excuse me. So there was definitely things that we were able to correct, implement, improve, enhance from that perspective. By more cultural team care is where the tool has really helped us out. So I would say training, leadership, growing the leadership team, and the people care is what I believe has helped us in this case.
I think one more thing going off of what Mike said, when that whole with like favoritism and the leadership development was going on, I think it was when I was like a trainer or something. I do remember seeing a difference and me not even knowing it was because of the survey or anything like that. I definitely noticed a difference from like before it was the whole issue and whatever, but after the surveys, I do remember the team was more open with each other and wasn't like this group here. It's all like, it all seemed more of like a one team thing rather than like the front versus the back or the day versus the night, or just like the friend groups within the shift that we work. I think it helped a lot with people kind of realizing the issue.
I think that the team works a lot better as a team. Like I heard that a little bit, not like the day versus the night, and then the front versus the back. And everybody got more of a common goals nowadays. We want to take care of the guests. That was our number one focus. I really appreciate it, how fast you get the result back to us and stuff. That's always a plus, because some other company, you just gotta, chase them email after email to get the things done. But with you guys always been there. It's like, okay, this is time's up, and then a couple of days later we get the result back. So appreciate that.
Thank you again for being there for us, like these guys are saying. So we're looking forward to another great year. And
take care.
Take care.